YouTube and Twitch. I got this Zoom thing. This is a little USB camera. It's right on my keyboards. So it's right in my face. We'll give that a chance to connect. And we'll see how it does. One of two has connected. I'll probably have to move that thing, but I just thought I'd say hello. Hello. Right in my freaking face. Let me move it. There we go. I'll keep it plugged up. I got it off the keyboard. Just wanted to say hi. I'm not one of these people who keeps my camera on a long time anyway. Why's that got a white border? Is that bordered like that? Let me see it. Let me pull it up. It's in my TV. It's in my little TV. The border is my little TV. Like I said, I won't be on long. It's 8:30. I'll probably stay around a little bit about 9. A little after 9. Let me go into the real world. But now I'm going to anti-grief myself. Or I can't be griefed. What does that say? Oh, okay, I may need to fix my connection. Give me just a second. I'll go over here and put up the bars. We'll go over here and fix the connection. I will post this to Rumble later on. It's just Rumble's become a pain in the ass. It will not. They have a place where you can set up a static key. The static key is not setting up, so it's been a major pain lately. So I have to actually go in there and set up each stream. So because I had to set up, I may go back to doing um YouTube and Twitch and then posting it later. We'll see. If I just want to go live. Just want to make sure I am showing. I want to see if I can hear myself. Let me mute so we don't get no feedback. And I've yet to hear myself, so I must have missed myself. Be ready in just a bit. Is my mic coming through? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Yep, I heard it. I'm still working on the game. It'll be in just a second. Anti-grief. Oh, what a night. Late August 2024. Almost time for September. What a hot night. It's a hot night, though. Hot as fuck. Oh, I'm coughing. Something's choking me. August 24. Oh, what a night. Tell you something about that nice gym we went to the other day. It had an upper and lower part, a walk-in area, elevators to get up and down if you couldn't walk the steps. Benches everywhere, so when my back gave out, I could sit down. I had sat down several times. Just going down there and taking a look at it, because he showed it to us. They also got people around to show you how to use the machines if you need it. I'm going to have it because I didn't know how to use some of them. Now, I did use the ones that I could tell what I could do with them. One of them I wasn't sure I did right. I'm going to ask about it. Because I think you might have to set forward and pull it down back. I did it the other way and it didn't feel right, so I don't think I was doing it right. I will ask. This didn't feel right, so I don't think I was doing it right. I quit because I didn't think I was doing it right. He was assessing somebody so I didn't bother him. He was actually training a guy with the big weights. You know, the ones you lift up. I don't do those. My doctors told me to avoid them. You know, the big weights. Highest I'm going is there was 10 and it's 2 6s, which would have been 12. So I lifted the 10 to do my thing where I pick up the one weight in between. Because I didn't see a 12. There might be a full 12 by itself, but I didn't see it. Then I picked up 2 6s. You know, I got 2 5s at the house. Very, very nice place. Very, very top notch. Now, do they have a, a whole lot of equipment? No, but they had pretty much good selection. At Bradley Wellness, that would have been neat too. Even though it was the daddy of that woman, I can't stand. If they had had enough equipment for me to use, they didn't have much that I could use. I would have probably thought about going with them. They have a swimming pool. You can't beat the freaking swimming pool. But now they didn't have enough equipment. And the weights that I seen, the littlest they had was 25. I can't do no 25. I've got a 10-pound weight limit on me, and the farthest I push it is 12. I tried the 15, I couldn't do it. I couldn't even do the 15. Nice facility, though. We'll try not to talk about that situation because I'm just going to say I'm not going to talk about it, but it might have been a favor that wise, at least on that level. Guide might have had another plan for me because I'm telling you, they got a track to walk and everything. I tried walking around in that place and somebody moved the equipment around where I couldn't do that anymore. So I barely had room to walk between the equipment. So I quit doing that walk in there. They actually got a track you can actually walk. We don't even know if we're staying. I mean, we're still shopping. We're trying to find a new gym. I actually told that to one of my friends today. He was texting me some about that. I told him, I said, I'm going to try not to talk about them anymore because I think God's looking out for us. And that other subject, that's been going on for 2 years. And it's probably not going to ever stop, so I'll probably just have to quit responding, even though I don't like going that route. Because I like always having the last say, but you don't get the last say. It just keeps going on and on, but that's okay. She started it with me first. And I'm going to stick to my story. I had never did anything to these damn people until they started in with me. They barely know them. I barely knew them. And they didn't take me nowhere. They keep throwing that up. I mean, if you didn't want to do a fucking double date, why did you do one? That's all I'm going to say. If you didn't want to do the double date thing, shouldn't have done it. You keep throwing it around like it's some kind of, well, I did this. Well, if you didn't want to do a double date, you shouldn't have done one. Why do you keep throwing that up? Indian giver, Indian. If I was on Rumble, boy, there's a Buddha Records song where it has that line in there. Indian giver, Indian. That's anybody that gives you something or does something for you and then throws it in your face or tries to take it back. That's called being an Indian giver. Indian giver. And we're not going to start on that. I don't want to ruin my stream. Go to the Grand Banks. Still, wonder where that's at. Where is it? How would I find that on the map? I only got 23 minutes. Okay, hold on. Let me get the map. Now, what did it say its name was? Grand Banks Still. Okay. I'll probably never find it. I don't even see it on the map. I see that pizza place though. Let me go ahead and put the pizza. And then if we find Grand Banks, then fine. But I'll try to get the pizza too. Indian giver, Indian giver. If you didn't want to do a double date thing, you shouldn't have done it. You keep throwing you like throwing it around. They both do. Especially that pot belly big pig with the possum face. That pot belly pig with the possum face. He does. That's what he looks like. When I took that picture of him, that's what he looks like. Pot belly pig with a possum head on it. I guess you could look worse. Okay, back up. Let's get, let's get off of it. I don't want to discuss those filth pigs. Those two filth pigs. Bye 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 bye. Wonder where that place is at. Bye 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 bye. Filth pig, filth pig, filth pig. Yeah, I wasn't sure I was doing that one machine right. I'm tired. Probably should have just laid down and rested some. But it was a nice place, a nice facility. If you don't want to go on double dates with people, don't go on double dates with people. Oh, that's it. Well, I was reading a post today. I don't know how true this is. They're claiming the Dalton Highway there's overcrowded. Why, yeah, you've overcrowded the city. But then I was reading something about the teachers or something. I mean, the principal. Like they ain't had bad principals at these places before. Of course, now that was the junior high where I run into the schmuck. And he wasn't even the main principal. He was like the vice. He thought he was, though. He thought he was hot shit. He thought he was hot shit. He thought that he could give commands. See, nobody gives me commands. I don't take a command. Nobody gives me commands. I don't take them. I didn't take them then, and I don't take them now. Motherfuckers didn't like me then, and they sure ain't gonna like me now. You know, like Marilyn Manson singing that song, one song. Motherfuckers don't like me then, they sure ain't gonna like me now. I didn't take orders then, and I don't. Now, if I had a boss, I'm gonna tell y'all, if I worked for a company, as long as I was at work, I would have to suck it up. Now, he'd just have to fire me if he started telling me stuff off my work time. And they do that. But now I just have to get fired. Because no fucking schmuck's going to tell me what to do. You can call me unchrist-like and all these other things, but I don't work for nobody, so nobody's my boss, so I don't have to listen to nobody. But I'm breaking the law. If I'm breaking the law, that's another thing. If I get here and break the law, I would answer. If I got caught, I would answer for that crime. But I'm not breaking no laws. There ain't no law. There ain't no law against telling people where to shove it. There ain't no law telling you ain't gonna take their bullshit. And maybe even calling them some names back. It ain't a crime to call people names. It might be unfriendly, but it ain't a crime. Now, what is a crime to go around and post libel on people where you don't tell the truth? That's where the crime's at. When you're not telling the truth, when you're not being on the up and up, when you're making up bullshit on people, when you're lying about people, that's when it's a crime. But now it's not a crime to tell people off. It's not a crime to call people names. Might be mean, but well, I got mean. I decided I wasn't going to let people run me over, and I don't apologize. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. It's human nature. And the way I look at it about my weight thing, I'm working on that. That's a work in progress. And if somebody's gonna make fun of me that looks like they're not even working on themselves, and I say something about it, that's my problem, not yours. You don't got no right to barking orders at me. I don't have to jump when you say how high. I don't work for a person. I'm not employed by anybody, so nobody tells me what to do. Now, if the opportunity ever presented itself, and I could find something that I could do at my own pace that didn't affect my disability, and that's hard because every day I don't know whether I'm going to wake up good or not. Any good day I get woken up and I get out of bed, it's a miracle. With all the issues I have. But I would work for myself. You see, I wouldn't work for someone. I'd never work for anybody else. Never. But you never know with this AI stuff. I mean, it might be in the future. You might be able to run your own business with all this technology that they've got. It might be possible. You don't have to. Disability matters not. Need not apply. Those days might come. You never know. You never know what technology might provide. Yes, this can be a living if you can turn it into one. If you get the right kind of connections and you get the right kind of views and the right kind of shares, but you ain't getting none of that, you ain't getting none of that. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't getting none of that, then it's not profitable. It's not profitable. If you ain't getting all that stuff, it doesn't matter. So it doesn't count. That would be something they would assess at, say, this. If you've ever been through the disability process, that would be one of the things they would assess about whether it is profitable or not, and whether it is a guaranteed profit. That was two things that they looked at. It wasn't about whether you could or not. It's about whether it is profitable. That's one of the things they assess when you get up there and you're looking to get it. That's one of the key things they assess. I've been through the process. What was mine? 3 years. Some people goes 2. I was reading the other night in a forum, some covering that situation. It's one of those Facebook pages. That's people telling them people they've been in it 2 years. That's how it takes. It takes you pretty much. You pretty much. Here's how it takes to get that disability. You either go through hell getting it, or you die before you get it. If you're at the end of your life, you'd probably die before you got it, because they go through assessing everything. Now that is one of the things that says, can you get a profitable job, and can it be a legit job? It's not a pie in the sky. Oh, I go out here and try to do something and it fails or it works. No, that's not how you get disability. That's not how they apply for disability. So yes, even though this thing here could probably, hell, there's people that's made enough they're buying cars and houses and everything else off of it. They should be probably putting it up or investing in another business. That'd probably be the smart, wise thing to do, because it's not going to last forever. You'd probably be better off if you're a gamer and you've turned it into a success. Your best bets would be to invest that money in something else and not just blow it because you got it. Because it's not guaranteed. If you go back down the ladder, it's not going to be guaranteed to you anymore. You ain't going to have the offers. You ain't going to have you're not going to be making it. You're not going to have the sponsors. You're not going to have the views to get in all the feeds. All that stuff counts. And you're not going to get paid. Even more, you're not going to get paid. If you don't reach a certain number, you're not going to get paid. Just giving you some life lessons here. But now, technology ever presented a chance that you could actually start your own business and you could be disabled, I would be looking into that thing for me personally, because it ain't good. It wasn't free money, but it ain't good to live off that junk, because you only got you're living month to month. And in this economy, that matters. Ask anybody that's struggling. There's people with big paychecks coming in and can't even make it. And I don't know, just because even if you got the other dude that they don't like, the one that all the media don't like, the one, I'm not going to name him here because I'm on 2 platforms that has showed that they don't like him. Even if you get him, I'm not sure you're going to get things any better, because they've devalued their currency and it's getting lower and lower. And they did that with COVID. Just saying, they did that with all that free, phony, baloney money they kept giving out. They inflated the dollars. So I'm not sure just getting a new president's going to fix it. Now, yeah, he might put some things in. I know he'll definitely do away with that energy junk. And I got to shut up because we're going to go political. And I'm going to have to end the conversation and leave it to Rumble later. I'm going to end it off there. Because that green energy junk's killing us too, and that's all I can say here. And it's all really gobbledygook. You're going to be around as long as the sun's around, or some catastrophic event happens to wipe us off the map, or say they get nuclear war started. That would be another way you would have to, but that's their doing. It ain't got nothing to do with no being green. Indeed, that's polluting the world worse than you could ever pollute it. You're talking about thousands of years. Where is this place? I only got 9 minutes left. You're talking about thousands of years to clean that mess up. I don't even know if I stream enough to even count. Has it been like reliable? A lot of them streamers that were making big bucks, they were on for hours. Like they'd be on for hours. Those people be grinding for hours. You could turn on, you could go to bed and wake up, and that same gamer would still be on. The longest I go is some nights I get in-depth in my conversations, and I don't sign off. Three, the longest I went was 4 hours one night. Usually my streams are 40 minutes. They don't even make an hour. An hour and 5 at the most. And then I have those occasional nights where I'm just filled with, I don't know if I've drunk a lot of Cokes, Diet Cokes. I've got a lot of caffeine in me and I just can't sleep. I'm not tired. I have those rare occasions. Mercy! Mercy! I don't think I've ever heard that scream before. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't mind. That's jack shit that you get with that crap. Or when you're disabled and you can barely get around, have to use a granny cart. Walmart greeter. Oh yeah, that sounds like a provider. You get more of a disability when you do that. You have to be logical, man. Do they even hire the greeters anymore? How much could you really pull into it? I'm gonna look that up. People throw us, well, you can sit in the corner. Well, yeah, if you can set up. I have to lay down a lot of times. I had to take a picture of me right now without the background scrambled. Because I'm laying back, playing video games. Laid back. You can't be at a job and be laid back. I'm kicking back, man. If I was in the living room, I'd be kicking back on my couch for playing video games. Now, if I was sitting up in a chair, I'd probably cut my time back in half because I don't set up too well. It kills me setting up at a concert for one night. It's not a reliable job. I love people that judge you, though. They judge you. Oh, they judge you. They gotta start taking that disability the abuse serious in America like they do at other places. You know they don't hardly take it serious in America? Disability abuse should be just as abusive as any other type of abuse. There ain't no laying down on a job, son. Sorry. People can throw their insults at me all they want to. First of all, I don't know any fuck or anything anyway. It's like that Dave Grohl song says, I don't owe you anything. I don't owe nobody no explanation. You do realize that in the provisions, and even your policy, it applies to your spouse or your children that are disabled before they reach the age of 18. And that was back then. I don't know about now. You know, they changed all that crap. They made some of that stuff 26. So it may be further than it was back then. I can't tell you because I didn't sign up now. I signed up over 30, let's see, over 20 plus years ago. How long has 96 been? It's almost getting on 30. It's close. Let's see, it's 2004, 96. Is that 20, 25, 30? I'm too tired to count. So you got to look at mine based on what it was in 1996. And I had almost reached, they had a cutoff date. I think that's what they moved back, by the way. I think that's what they moved back to 26, is that cutoff date. Oh, she's going to fall. Now I'm on full blown Social Security. It's just like a widow. It's the same as a widow. That's what I got. Same as a widow. In other words, I'd have to get married for it to be canceled out. If I get married, it's like the widow. That's what they put me on when my father died. I got the same as a widow. Social Security. Social Security. Okay. So nobody has the right to preach to me. Because that's what it's there for. It's there for you and your wives or your disabled children before 18. Before they turn adults. And they had plenty of proof that my disability was affecting me as a child. I stayed out of school a lot because of my sicknesses. It's what these creatures started in for me about. All she could say when she found out my mother told that woman, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know." And you know what I screamed out? "Oh, she's sorry, eh? She made my life a living hell, and all she could say is she's sorry." That was my response. She finally told her all about that torment she did to me, and all she could say was, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't know." She put me through living hell, y'all. Tried to take me out of my home because I refused to not wear Guns N' Roses. And that's what it was about. She made up all this other bullshit, but it was really about me telling her no, I wasn't gonna stop wearing that shirt. It's a stupid freaking t-shirt with a logo on it. It wasn't like it was that one that had the dirty girl on the back of it. The naked stripper. I liked that one, by the way. I just couldn't find one in my size. Now, this little girl that was over there, she was tiny. She was a tiny little thing. She'd wear it to school, and she was in the office the same day. And she said, Are they getting on to you about your shirt?" I said, "Yeah." "Oh, they're getting on to me and mine too." I said, "Yeah, but my difference is mine ain't like yours." And we just both laughed. She had the bad one on. She had the GNR Lies one. You remember the GNR Lies one, and on the back of it, have you ever seen the back? Just pull up the back of the GNR Lies t-shirt. You'll see what I'm talking about from that period. Yeah, and a stripper with her breast bared with a black bar across it. Now I didn't have that one on. I just had a regular logo. I wanted that t-shirt. Boy, I'd have been in trouble for it though, because I wanted it. GNR Lies was my favorite album back then. I like that acoustic thing. And I'm gonna tell you the one I liked the best, besides the one, was "You're crazy, crazy, you're fucking crazy, whoa my, you know you're crazy, watch out." He did it a little different on that one. He did it sort of some kind of Elvis-y, scratchy Elvis, or grunge Elvis, scruffy Elvis or something. I mean, he didn't do it like the other. You're crazy. You know, the one on the Appetite. It was really, really scratchy, but it was really Elvis-y I could imagine Elvis doing it in that style, but not scratchy like that. You're crazy, crazy. You're fucking crazy. Whoa, my. And I love that. You know, you're crazy. What? I can't even do it. Down, 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 down. Dama dama dum 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 dama dama bum bum wow bum 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 bum. I've been looking for a trace. I've done the same thing. Looking for love in the world that's much too dark because you don't want my love. Oh no, you want a side of satisfaction. Oh, I love that. I can't do it right. My throat's irritated tonight. Some smells irritated my throat. Until I just can't do it. But boy, I loved it. I'd play that all the time. Whoa. Oh, bum 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 bum. Say, boy, where you coming from? But you get that point of view. When I was younger, I knew about oh, I can't do it tonight. Boy, I love that. I loved it. So if I could have got that damn shirt, I'd have had it. And she was in the office at the very same time, and she told me, "You better not show up Monday with that." And I told Mama when she got home from work, she'd worked late back then. I think she'd come home about 8 or 9 o'clock, sometimes 11. So I don't remember if it was one of the 8, 9, or 11 nights. And I told her, I said, when we go to school Monday, make sure you get my other Guns N' Roses shirt up. I want to wear Guns N' Roses. I didn't tell her that woman had told me not to wear it. Oh no. I wore it Monday and I was in suspension for a week. And I never forget, I've told this story a gazillion times, probably on the podcast and maybe the streams. I never forget that boy walking up and saying, "What are you in here for? I never see you do anything." That's the way he did. I said, "This shirt? Really? I got stuck in there for popping somebody in the mouth. Ha ha ha." That's what he said. "And they threw you in here over a shirt." I said, "Yep. That's what they threw me in for. She told me not to show up with it, and I showed up with it, and they threw me in suspension." But that woman tormented the fuck out of me, and all she could say was that when she learned that I had a real disability, is, "Oh, I'm sorry." Like I said, woman, you tortured me. You treated me like a fucking criminal. And all you could say was you're sorry. I tells you, man, there's some evil people in this world. Evil people. Evil, mean people, and then people get mad at me just for calling people names. Well, I'll take the name calling any day over being evil. Just saying. Over being evil, I'll choose calling names over being evil. Bam bam ba bam ba bam ba bam 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 ba bam ba bam ba bam bam. First of all, some things is none of your damn fucking business. It wasn't really her fucking place to be telling parents how to raise their children. I'm sorry, it's not her place. You know, that's something we have to put up with today. People telling you how to live, telling you how to dress, telling you how to talk, telling you what you can say and what you can't say. I personally don't need that. I don't need that shit in my life to quote Axel. That fucking piece of shit. Boy, that's what got me in trouble. That and Dave Mustaine. I don't need that shit. I still don't need that shit in my life. Especially as a grown man. I mean, it's one thing even a kid. I really don't need that shit in my life right now. I don't care who likes it. Well, I got killed. I'll see y'all later. Bam, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam, ba, bam. Wow. I've been looking for a change. Looking for one. I'll go ahead and put her some more clothes on. Looking, and then we'll get out of here. Love, that is what the dog. Yeah, yeah. I'm messing up. Too tired to sing. That's how she did. My mama called her up and said, "You do know you basically." I forgot to put the sound on. That means all y'all was hearing is me. I love when I do that. I love when I do forget to mute this sound. Some games you're probably better off, especially if you're on YouTube or Twitch, because if any copyright music plays, you're muted. Of course, I understand them copyright bullies. That's a form of bullying, y'all. That is not what the copyright law was invented for. I'm sorry, it wasn't invented for that. It was invented to protect your rights as a creator, keep people from stealing from you. It was not made to restrict people from using your songs. It was, and that's what they use it for, y'all. They abuse the copyright. It's an abuse of copyright. I mean, when they're releasing that thing, it's to go out to the public. It's supposed to be becoming a. If you don't want to release a song to the public, keep it amongst yourself, and then maybe you can holler at it. I'm sorry. That's called abuse. That's abuse of the copy. We really need copyright revision, is what we need, and we need to put more protections to the public than's there. Because these snakes use their little bit of control. And then once they put the song out there, it's for everybody. It's for anybody that hears that song and identifies with it. If you don't want to release music, don't release music. I'm sorry. Copyright law was not, it was invented so somebody can't go say, like Let's use the current news. There Goes My Hero and you know I love Foo Fighters. That's so. Let's go pick a name out. So Dirks Bentley can't go record it and say it's his. That's what copyright law is for. Dirks Bentley can't go steal it. I just used him as an example. Dirks Bentley, he just come out of nowhere. Can't go say "There Goes My Hero" and it's my song. I wrote it. That's what copyright law is for. To protect you from that and make sure you get paid if people use it. Now, if people pays you to